Hey, Rich and Sandy, back again with Arsinoe. I'm doing one of my favorite jumping exercises with her. It's just 4 jumps on a circle. Um, and one of the reasons I like it is because you have to keep jumping with the horses. I start out by doing the 2 outside jumps, but then once we get into it, it's jump, 6 strides, jump, 6 strides, jump, and I can really develop her canter a little bit without having to stop and start again, which is really good for her. So if she starts out a little tense, I don't think she was really too bad here, but you can see every once in a while she gets tight in the reins, um, which is not ideal, but that's the beauty of this exercise is that you don't stop. There's always another jump. You always keep going. You're always developing the quality of the canter. And it's a strengthening exercise too. So some people they ask me like why I don't like to do a lot of coursework with the horses, and the reason that I don't is probably the same reason that if you went to a football camp in the off season, their off season training, why they don't do a lot of 11-on-11 games, offense versus defense. Well, because you want to break down the different components of the game and make each aspect of them stronger. So that's sort of what I'm doing here. And here I'm developing her canter, I'm developing her ability to turn, hold a rhythm over a long period of time, not just jump a couple jumps and be done with it. And if a jump comes up not great, if she loses the rhythm, which she lost the rhythm there was a liver pull under that jump, then you go on to the next jump, you get the rhythm back. So that was just one direction. Now I'm going to change direction and do the same thing the other way so that we work both leads equally. And I think you can see, especially going this way, how she starts to relax a little bit, and enjoy herself a little. Well, a little not so relaxed there, but that is what she does. If she gets nervous or she gets tense, she does like to flip her head. Not unusual for her by any means, but for the most part, you see she is staying pretty consistent. And it's probably a more difficult exercise than what you would think looking at it, and it's made additionally more difficult because it's on the side of a hill. So in addition to dealing with the jumps, the horses have to deal with the terrain. So going down the hill, the distance tends to come up quicker. You see I got a little closer to that jump. And then going up the hill, the distance tends to be a little bit further away because going down the hill, horses' strides tend to open up, and going up the hill, they tend to shorten just naturally a bit. But she's coming right along. I'm happy with the progress she made. She'll be ready to go cross country schooling soon. I'd say another week or two, and we'll do a couple cross country schoolings down here, and should be good and ready to compete by the time we get home. So I think her progress is right on track. We've had a lot of warm weather lately, and she's settled down considerably. I mean, there was a week or two period there where she was pretty keyed up. She was happy, very happy back in Unionville, and then we got down here, and she was just a little tense. Not as much turnout here as we have back home. But she's coming right along, and I think her fitness is on track. So I think she was really good in the going to the left here. So very soft in her mouth, soft in her back. So I think when I'm done going this direction, I turn around and go the other way again. I found her not quite as supple on the right lead, so I just wanted to do a little bit more. One thing she does do pretty well, though, is handle the terrain. I find her to be pretty catty about rebalancing herself, which is very nice. Some of the horses, you go down the hill, and it's like trying to pull a train up, because they lean on your hand a lot. But she tends to sit herself down pretty naturally, which is very pleasant doing this sort of thing. So I'll send you another video next week, and then either next week or the following week we'll get her out and do some cross-country schooling and do something a little bit more fun. Also might take her to do a little dressage test off the farm to get her used to it before we start going to the real country.